Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Time for more Dominion 6. Yeah. It's a pretty good game. Got Lego pretty hooked as well. He was up till 4 a.m. last night playing on his own, getting his first solo victory, so that's all good. Last time we did Early Age Atlantis, which was pretty fun. As it turned out, Atlantis didn't really matter. All that mattered was having a monolith that could just teleport and take thrones. Go figure. This time, I don't know what we're going to play. We're going to go in the Middle Ages, because we just did Early Ages, and we're going to just do a random nation that comes up. Assuming I haven't played it before, because I want to keep doing different stuff. I have added in a few more mods. I mentioned that last time that I wanted to maybe throw in some others. And I haven't really played with these, so we're going to see how we feel about them. First one is the AI no recruit. So this means that the AI will not spend money frivolously on just like all the shitty indie units that they can recruit, you know, like militia and you know, archers and all that stuff. So they're more likely to spend their money on their own like good units. So this sort of maintains like a national identity, because often, you know, especially in the later game when you're fighting AI opponents and you look at the battle report and you just see they have like 30 different types of units because they would just recruit like everything. So they still can recruit some independent stuff as long as it's like considered good. But yeah, most of their money now is going to go towards just their own good units that you don't really see much of normally. So it strictly does make AI better. So I think that's good, because we're starting to kind of crush AI a lot of the time. Then Lucid's thematic gem gen. So this adds items for basically every magic path that you can craft that give more temporary gems during combat. So now we're going to see items that give 2 temporary gems and even like 3 or 4 temporary gems for every battle. You know, those are kind of higher end items, but they're in there. And the idea is just, you know, you're spending sort of an upfront gem cost to make them, but then it pays off over a number of battles with the temporary gems without having to do the whole hassle of gem management, you know, blah, blah, blah. We'll see. Then, lastly, we have Oh My Gods. This adds in a bunch of pretender templates for all the AI nations that they get to just randomly pick from. So all of them now have like an awake version, a dormant version, and prison version, and they'll just get one randomly. And I guess they're all meant to be kind of thematic and not shit. So again, another thing that's meant to just make the AI stronger. So we're gonna see how this all adds up, and if I just get my shit pushed in. All right, so let's create a new world. As for maps, you know, some of these maps just don't look that hot, I gotta say. I think we've done Soap Tasm. I don't know if we've done Soap Drin. Let's do Soap Drin. Maybe I have done it. I don't know. We'll see. And this is going to be Mangg's LP's 10? Nope. 11. Okay. Middle Ages. All right. So we're going to play with 6 difficult or 5 difficult, yada yada, and we're playing with random nation Arcoscephale, Middle Age. Okay. I'm on board with that. Yeah. Although its glory days are long past, the ancient astrologers who aided past kings in building Arcoscephale into a mighty empire have recently emerged from their centuries-old seclusion to restore the old kingdom to world domination once more. Priestesses with great knowledge of healing are trained in ancient temples built during the peak of the Old Kingdom. The priestesses are able to scry upon enemy troops and provinces that are located within the god's dominion. The war machine of ancient Arcoscephale has not changed over the past centuries. Cumbersome plate auberks and long spears are still used, and the cavalry is primitive. Elephants and chariots, unpredictable but devastating, are still popular. Alright, so it's a nation of pure humans. Boring as that may be. You got heavy spear-armed infantry. I like that. You get elephants. Finally, we get some elephants. We are going to be going ham on those. And some chariots. Magic, we got astral, fire, earth, water, and some nature. So communions are in vogue. Average priests, but they do heal, which is great. And we can scry anywhere in our dominion. So we get accurate and automatic military ports forever. It's pretty great. Scale and bless, we get order limit +1. We get standard forts, but our labs cost only 300. The standard, bog standard scout. Mounted commander, very, very standard. I saw a comment at one point that said, this is how you know that a nation is a really old nation as far as the series is concerned. If they're still getting, like, independent. Like, you know, this is Mounted Commander. You can recruit these guys everywhere. These scouts, you can recruit these guys everywhere, you know? So, and you just get basic slingers, you know? Like, so Arcoscephale has not gotten a rework or anything like that in forever, probably. Right. Then we have our basic commander, Formation Fighter 2, for whatever good that's worth. 100 leadership, blah, blah, blah. Hoplite commander, pretty similar. What exactly are you getting for your 10 extra bucks? 6 more resources. You get lower morale. I mean, you get a higher protection, I guess, if you're going to send them into combat, but usually I don't do that, because if they die, then that's a big rout. So, yeah, you don't usually do that. Then Strategos, here you go. 150 leadership, but old age. So they're already starting a little old. Tricky. I mean, 150 leadership with 2 stars is pretty nice, but old age sucks. Hyria. Level 1 nature, level 1 priest, and healers. Okay. You know, research fodder for sure. 155 gold is not great for 7 research, I'll tell you that much. But we can recruit these outside of forts, so anywhere we want to just throw down a lab, we can crank out these guys. Mystics, however, level 1 arcane. Then, look at this smattering. Fire, water, earth, astral, 100%. And then 50% for fire, then another 50% water, 50% for earth. Meaning, theoretically, this guy could be, let's see, level... Whoa. Whoops. Could be 2 astral, 1 fire, 1 water, 1 earth. Could be 1 astral, 2 earth, fire, water. I mean, yeah, it's a big smatter. So, probably more likely I'm just going to be cranking these guys out. They do cost 35 more gold. But aside from that, they got 5 more research and much better magic. We are going to get some of these just because they are healers and they do get a bit of nature. And then if we can just empower one of these to nature 2, or we have a nature pretender, we can make thistle maces, make them all nature 2, so on and so forth. Okay. Arcoscephale, even more expensive. Still nature 1, still healer, but a healer 3. You get priest level 2, but yeah, you know. Probably not going to make too many of these. And then astrologer, capital only. Astral 3, with 25% of them being astral 4. And, you know, 75% of them having fire, water, or earth. And then 10% for another level up, which means that theoretically it is possible, albeit very unlikely, to get an Astral 5 out of these. They also have Fortune Teller 10, which is kind of nice. We will be making these just perhaps as... I don't know, maybe as Astral... Communion Slaves? Certainly, if I was interested in doing some magic duels, these guys as Communion Masters with a bunch of slaves to get up to, like, Astral 9 would be pretty potent, but usually against Independents, we don't... Or against AI, we don't care about that. Alright, units, we get the bog standard Slinger, which, I don't get any air magic, so no true shot or anything like that. You could do, of course, because we'd have flaming arrows on a decent amount of our mystics. So, you know, you could just amass slingers for that purpose. I say that like every time, and I never do it. Because it's just, especially here where we're not going to have fire resistance, it's just not, yeah, it's just not good. Cardices. So they got Formation Fighter 2. Which means we can fit 4 of these in a square. They've got 13 defense, 9 protection, 10 health. Pretty average across the board. They get spears, 13 damage, length 3. But outside of the Formation Fighter and sort of the above average defense, not great, but they are pretty damn cheap. Peltas. Pretty similar. Wicker shields, 5 protection, but they can throw javelins, but I don't tend to value that too highly. Hoplites, here you go. So, 18 protection is pretty freaking high for like a standard infantry. Length 4 spears doing 14 piercing is pretty good. They do get a shield of 19 protection. But their defense is only 9. So, but, you know, with Mystics, a decent number are going to have Earth 2, I suppose. So there is room for some buffs on our Hoplite brigades. And then we have Hippaspist. Hippaspis. Again, also Formation Fighter, so I think they all get that. So just massive amounts of troops. 4 to a square. They also have spears, length 3 instead of 4. 14 damage, 11 attack. They get the Hoplons, 19 protection on those, 15 protection overall. Above average morale, 13 defense. So they're a little less protected. But they're a bit faster. Hoplites are pretty slow. I'm not sure. I don't know. The 18 protection is pretty juicy. Charioteers, then. So they do get spears. They are quite weak. You can also get chariot archers in there with short bows. I don't know what to even do with guys like these. I don't know what to even do with guys. I don't know what to do with chariots. But elephants! Oh, yes, we will have elephants. 100%. So the war elephant itself has 64 hit points, 11 protection, 8 defense. It is vulnerable as hell. But it has trample. So it will just stomp horses and humans. And has a tusk for 20 damage, but the trample's the big thing. Really builds up encumbrance. So, you know. And once hurt, they become enraged and terrified, seeking to leave the battlefield by the shortest route possible and trampling friends and enemies alike. So, you know, we'll want to make sure they don't get hit and just swoop in and trample, and then hopefully the battle's over. That would be the idea, I think. And then our sacred unit, Heart Companions, also Formation Fighter 5, which is nuts. That means you can fit, yeah, 5 of these guys in a single square with 4 length spears, 18 protection, 12 defense. Man, oh man. That might be pretty good. That might be worth going for a good bless. Huh. Okay. I'm thinking. Thoughts are flowing through my head. Okay. Yeah, so I was thinking before I started that, like, I really do like I really do like scales. I think in general I like having good scales. I never like having bad scales. I like just having gobs of money and resources and good fortune and all that. Like, I just like that. Compared to bad scales, but oh my god, like, my bless is so obscene. Just can't be stopped. I mean, that is fun sometimes too, but then I get always frustrated by, like, lack of money. And I think scales in general is just nicer for, like, a beginner player, which I still am. But then I see a nice sacred unit like that, and it's like, maybe. I think I still want good scales, because these guys, I mean, they're not obscene. 20 gold, 31 resources, but you want a lot of them. You can fit 5 in a fucking square. So you're going to want, like, 200 of these dudes. Just obliterating everything on the field. What would I want for a bless? Well, I mean, I probably value Ethereal a bit too highly, I think, but against AI opponents, it is really strong. But that's an Incarnate Bless. The best I'd really have to hope for is, like, a Dormant. So, let's say... Titan of Forethought's kind of expensive. I mean, you could go for, like, a Dormant Great Sage or something like that, because these are... Like, here, you can just take this guy and go Dormant. You get a pretty shit ton amount of points. You have to go Astral 8, Magic 2, just to get Etherealness. But there you go. So then, when this guy comes in, about a year in, all of those Sacred Troops that will have started to amass will have Ethereal as their bless, which is pretty fucking powerful. But we're not going to get obscene scales, or if we do, we're not really going to get, I mean, not obscene, but, like, if you do that, like, you're not getting many other spells, you know? I can get There, I can do that. So I can make thistle maces. It's not very impressive of a pretender. And it's not a very impressive bless. You just went everything into fucking etherealness. This is just an obscenely expensive bless because it's so good. But it's probably why I don't see it recommended that often. As usual, I suppose, let's take a glance at this guide's recommendation. They immediately recommend an Awake Expander because Arco is vulnerable early on. Okay. If you want scales, their recommendation is an Imprisoned Statue of the Underworld. You get Death 5. That's it. With Undead Command, Withering Weapons. And that's it for your Bless. So you're not getting a crazy Bless. He seems to recommend Death a lot. With Undead Command and stuff. Why is that? Do you get some sort of crazy death spells or something? Hound of Twilights. Procession of the Underworld. Summons 15 Lampads. The Nymphs of the Underworld. You also get Monster Boars. Harry's. Okay, so for some reason you do get a bunch of death unique spells, even though none of our spellcasters have death. Interesting. A Brass Bull. Kalkotoros. 3 fire, 3 earth. Hamadryads. So Dragon Teeth. Which gets you Spartoi. Sown Men. Skeletal appearance but not truly undead. Armed in gleaming armaments, wielding magical spears. And that's a combat spell for 2 earth. That's interesting. Costs an earth gem. You only get 10 of them for that 1 gem, but with our new thing that we might have like multiple temporary gems, that's not bad. It's level 6 enchantment though. Yeah, okay. So just oddly some special death summons. Sounds like he does. I don't know. What the fuck is... Hold on. I feel like he's either... Something got renamed or was removed. I'm not sure. No, okay. Didn't get renamed. He just didn't call it by the right thing. Right, because this summons... So Dragon Teeth summons Sparte during combat. And he recommends it pretty highly. Especially because you're going to go down enchantment anyways. What I don't get is why he's so interested in Undead Command. I think it's because of the lamp pads and the Hounds of Twilight. So, like, without Undead Command, it gets a lot trickier to handle this and these 15 lamp pads and stuff. But then it's like, you kind of have to have... Curious. Curious. Now, okay, so when I was doing a solo game and I picked this Golden Lion because it comes in with Invulnerable 25. And I think I gave it Astral or something like that, and I gave it, or maybe I didn't. I mean, I don't remember what I gave it, but I know with Nature it got Personal Regeneration. In Fire, I think it got Fire Shield as just like buffs it could cast at the start of every battle. This thing basically soloed the whole game for me. It was kind of obscene. It was pretty obscene. Like, Invulnerable 25 is already just absolutely monstrous at the start of the game. With a Fear Aura and 3 magical attacks. I mean, that alone, like, it doesn't even need a buff or anything. Like, it'll just kill. And it's slash and pierce resistant just for extra good measure. I mean, this thing is designed to just get you provinces at the start of the game. In the long run, you know, especially against other players and stuff, certainly falls off because it doesn't have much going for it other than complete protection against mundane attacks. But yeah, I mean, I kind of like it. But, yeah, again, it's like, it's hard to say. He doesn't seem to value the sacred units that high, but again, this is Dominion's 5. I don't know if something changed. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Okay, so they used to have Formation Fighter 4, but I think the size points were different in Dominion's 5. The wiki seems to call them just expensive. I mean, I suppose. I mean, they seem to have... Yeah, they seem to have pretty much the same stats otherwise. So no one seems to value them too highly, so maybe I shouldn't value them that highly and I should just go with scales like I wanted to. Just have a lot of hoplites and shit and rely on some good magic, summons and stuff. Okay, in which case we wouldn't do that, and I don't know, I'd be tempted to just go with the Golden Lion then, but we also apparently want death, then we want to get involved with death. So, he recommends Drakon or Hound of Hades, but I don't think Hound of Hades is really that recommended. You know, it has a Fear Aura and it has Unsurroundable 5, but outside of that and a bunch of attacks, it's pretty easy to kill, you know, 14 protection, 8 defense, 118 health. This thing will die, so I'm surprised. Oh, because he gives it, well, let's see. No, he doesn't really give it. I'm surprised he recommends that, because from what I understand, it's not super recommended. All right, well then I'm just gonna go with the golden lion, even though we have to throw death in. Oh man, yeah, like we're not gonna get anything then. Okay, well then, fuck. If I could get like nature or death on an expander, but that seems like it's not happening. So, fuck, 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 fuck. No, fuck it. I'm not going expander. I like scales too much. I'm sorry. So that means usually going with a dormant or imprisoned, and probably in our case imprisoned, like Dominion 4, maybe Dominion 3. I just like I like scales too much. So Statue of Order, Titan of Winds and Waves, Titan of Forethought would give us productivity and order +1. Do we have any? We have order already, so yeah, probably just productivity or growth. If I get productivity and growth, but that seems like it's not happening. That's a little too. It's a little too much. So maybe just growth. So something that has growth and like decent. Here you go, Titan of Spring. It's reduced for our nation. It's got death and nature and a productivity bonus. We can just throw it into imprisoned and call it a day. Man, you can go fucking ham with your scale. Look at how insane those scales are. It's pretty good. Some pretty damn good scales, man. Do we want death 5 or am I happy with death 4? I don't know if anything was 5. Bane Lord is 4. I mean, if we get all, we're never going to get up to 8. So I don't think 5 is really just to get even higher Dominion. I could take Heat 1. 7 Dominion. Well, 5 gets us... fuck. I can take Death 5, but not Nature 5. 5 gets us the one that's the Mother Oak, right? Where the hell is Mother Oak? Yeah, and that's level 5 nature. But there's always just the Thistle Mace. Pretty good. Alright, we'll just do that. I think it's very strong start against AI opponents, I think. I just like... Oh, the Bless Point, yeah. Well, so do we have... Guy, we really don't even have Sacred Mages. We got, like, nothing for... Bless just barely matters. So, I guess probably Undead Command for whenever that gets into play. And then... Ten Invulnerability. Fuck it. Yeah, I mean, it's like, whatever. I mean, perhaps, you know, a few years in, when she's going to come out, we can start really focusing on the sacred units, because with Stygian Flesh, I mean, they would be just kind of better than Hoplites. Just a better version of Hoplites for the most part. And hopefully by that point, I can just kind of afford to shit out a bunch of these. But yeah, that's where Persephone is the name. We're going to go rare random events, all story enabled, score graphs enabled. Wow. And then I like what we did last time, I suppose. So 8 points required, and there are 8 level 2 thrones, so you gotta get half of them. It added, you know, some tension because the AI was starting to grab up a lot of thrones. Like, I could have lost. Whereas I feel like with the usual setup we do, AI's never really gotten close. Cannot find a legal start position. Huh. Well, that's a new one. That map must have just broken. Okay. Well, that's great. I'm glad we went through all that fucking process. It shouldn't take too long to get it back online. We'll just do a random map then. I'm fine with that. Great World, medium, random, wraparound, Mangg's LPs 11. Middle Ages, Arcoscephale, difficult, so on and so forth. Go here, Titan of Spring, Imprison. I think we did something like that, probably. Stygian Flesh we got. Resilient Undead Command. We had like 7 Dom. We had this maxed out. We went with Heat 1. Yep, that's it. Easy. Persephone, yep. All praise. Enabled. I wish you could just save this as a default. I mean, maybe you can. Save settings. Okay. Sure. Let's do it. See, that didn't take too long. All right. Well, right next to Conberg, farmland and river. Down here, Perenna, farmland and river. We're on the sea, which is never ideal, but it is what it is. We, of course, have good research. We haven't really no high-end priests of any kind, so I can prophetize whoever the hell I feel like. It doesn't really matter much, because we're also not going to be throwing around the bless too much. So we're just going to prophetize our scout. Makes it easier for him to cap some stuff, or... you know, it's fine. It's harder to kill. He doesn't go into battle, really, so... I mean, he can get caught and just assassinated, so... or not assassinated, but he can get into a battle, so just make sure you retreat. Then we want to start cranking out mages pretty quickly, I would imagine. I mean, we are going to want to get a better commander relatively soon. But yes, we want to get mystics going. Yeah. Repeat. And then, as for our actual armies, obviously hoplites is mainly what I'm focused on. Elephants, 31 resources, 100 gold each. says here, war elephants, well, chariots and war elephants, decent tramplers, better with body, ethereal, and quickness. Yes, I would imagine so. Body ethereal is pretty easy to get. They actually recommend expansion parties at the start with 8 to 10 chariots, and that's it, which is interesting. Because it is a trampler, which against like militia and stuff is pretty powerful. Alright, I'm theoretically on board with such a strat. As for research, so... I'm a big fan of body ethereal, and all our mages will have arcane. So that's not a bad idea, especially with like a low number of elephants that we can just easily buff with body ethereal. That's not a bad idea. So that'd be alteration 3. I think we just go for that. He recommends conjuration right away to get the summons going. But I'm bad with gems, and I really have started to love remote searching. So I think we're going to go thaumaturgy up to 4. And then we'll see from there. As for you, you're just going to be sitting here for the moment while we see what's what. Okay. Well, we've got some 62 enemy units, militia light heavy cavalry. 69 militia light cavalry, heavy cavalry. 90 militia light cavalry, heavy cavalry everywhere I go is not exactly what I want to hear. Not exactly what I want to hear. Probably have to wait a few turns to get body ethereal online. Well, it would help quite a fuck ton, to be honest. Yeah, it's either that or I try to get some mercenaries. So I don't think I can beat any of these. Well, I mean, maybe. I could maybe take one, but I'd probably lose most of my troops if I succeed. So, is that worth it? Okay. Fuck it. We're gonna go in. We're gonna have our Cardaces catch lances. And then the charioteers will swoop in afterwards on like rearmost. That's the hope. The hope is these guys all don't die so quickly that the commander dies. Why don't you just go all the way back here? Stay back there for now. Alright, and I guess we'll go after the 62. Although the... yeah, okay, fine. No, not you. You're preaching. You. Okay, yeah. Let's watch. Okay, they went straight for my chariots, which, Not ideal, obviously. That sort of defeats the whole purpose of the charioteers. But they're doing okay. The chariots caught lances. Very expensive chaff. But we're holding well against the archers, thankfully, due to our shields. There's 16 protection shields versus their 11 damage short bows. Oh, but now melee. It's a little dicier. We're getting surrounded, getting surrounded, getting surrounded. We got our commander routed. We dead. Yeah, once they went into melee with their spears, it's all over. Fuck. So heavy cavalry went straight for the... I needed to put the chariots way further back. We got a muse. Interesting. What the hell, man? Aw, 6. Stealthy, recuperation, seduction, inspirational, inspiring researcher. Well, we already know what he's doing. Spread magic. Great. Praise 8. Well, inside friendly dominion, the dominion might be raised by up to 1 per month. Up to 8. Jesus. And he's a dominion spreader. This is an insane hero to just dump in my capital forever. Awesome. All right. Well, that didn't exactly go super well, but we took care of everything but the light cav. I don't think I can really... Can't trample their light cav. But I mean, we invested some time and effort into that, so we'll do it. Research should start clipping along nicely now. All right, well, we got it. We lost a few charioteers and a few peltasts, but we did end up getting it. Thank God for that. It's a nice high pop. It's province number 69. How could I not get this? Okay. All these places crazy high pop. Look at that, 27 fucking thousand. It's like a new capital right there. So that's why they all have crazy high troop amounts. Even this 12,000. What the hell sort of map is this? Look at this. Every single one's over like 13,000. Yeah, I mean, it's just the cavalry that really concerned me more than anything. I don't have a great counter to that. So I think in my unique situation, charioteer is not the way to go, and just the mass hoplites. Well, I can also just make my own heavy cav, but I got like no resources here. So, not really. I do need a lot of resources, so I'm not going to just build a fort everywhere to maximize income. But we will get Ethereal Body next turn. That could help. That could help. Okay. Yeah, okay. This guy got crazy unlucky. He didn't get any of the 50%. But that means he can come along for ethereal body purposes. Alright, so we're gonna move them in and stay behind the troops. Charioteers all the way down here. Peltas. Yeah. I mean, the heavy cavalry is gonna be annoying. And then you're going to cast Body Ethereal twice. And then after that, I don't know if you really have any purpose yet. Because all your shit is just whatever. So just try to not die by casting stuff. Okay. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Body Ethereal is pretty damn good. Yeah, alright. Let's see. Let's see how good. Yes. So they're so big. Well, alright, so they... What the fuck are they? They're size 6. So that's 1 to a square. Body Ethereal only buffs 1 square. So that means I got 2 of them with Body Ethereal. And now, you know, they're just gonna die. Everything died. It was a massacre. Forgot about that aspect of Body Ethereal. Well, at least he didn't die. Okay, another disaster. Fucking heavy cav, man. Okay. Yeah, just go for hoplites. We'll get mass hoplites and just go that route. Just go that route. Otherwise, yeah. Fuck! It was a rough start, man. I mean, you do usually want, like, 1 or 2 of these kind of nice, plentiful areas, but you also want a lot of, like, the shitty areas that you can just take to expand. Because it all adds income and stuff. And gets your territory out there. This is a rough life. So the War Elephant's a bit better with Body Ethereal. They also take up, obviously, 1 square each, but they're much more impactful for that 1 square. So we could sacrifice... Yeah, we can do that just to start. We have a lot of gold. Let's start getting some elephants. And hopefully the hoplites can hold the line, and then the elephants can just trample the shit out of all the infantry. Combat speed 18 is pretty good for them. Even better if you throw quickness on them. It's true. It's true. That's true. Pitho here can cast quickness. Did I get quickness? No, that would be alteration 4. Always tricky. One more turn. Okay. Okay. So we're going to attempt that same thing. Go even further back. Should probably get a commander that can actually do a fucking line formation, though. to be fair. Any of these ones. I don't think I need to go all the way to the Strategos because of old age, but yeah, just get a Hispast, please. But we'll risk our biscuit on this. Yeah, that's not much. That's not much. We still don't really have anything. I mean, I could just set him to retreat after he casts 2 body ethereals. But I just don't like the idea of him running into enemy territory and dying when he could avoid it. So that's you. Right. Who knows? Who knows at this point? Fucking heavy cab. Okay, they got body ethereal. Hoplites catching lances. Elephants going all the way to the back. All the way to the fucking back. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Trample, 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 trample. And they routed immediately. I just can't even fucking hurt these things. 16 protection. I should be... How am I not stabbing the shit out of them? How am I losing this many battles? I don't get it. Heavy cabs, man. Unstoppable. Maybe I'd be better off just casting body ethereal on all my hoplites. I killed 3 heavy cabs. They were fighting them the whole time. The elephants got 1 because they were just under fire from arrows their entire route all the way to the rear. And so by the time they got there, they're already routing. Fuck me. Wow, this is just a lot more complicated than I thought it would be. Good, go kill that. It's a rough faction, I gotta say, because I don't really have any... I don't have what they call a can opener, you know? I don't have any really heavy-hitting cavalry. I don't really have any heavy-hitting infantry. Like, I'm meant to just make up for it with numbers. But numbers aren't cutting it at the moment against heavy cabs. Not without some more buffs. So, let's see. Yeah, outside of body ethereal, which probably would have won if I had just put it on all the hoplites. But they're still struggling to just land any amount of damage on these guys. Yeah, I just don't have buffs. I should have gone for... It's also tricky to get a... I'm struggling to get a double Earth, so it wouldn't really matter that much. So, I don't know if putting them on rear is really smart. Okay. I guess I'll spare 2 mages. Probably should just fucking send 3 mages so I can actually take something. But just get body ethereal on all of them. And then, yeah, honestly, just like Bonds of Fire will do some stuff. I'm gonna send fucking 3 mages. Body ethereal. Bonds of Fire. Sure. Alright, and then where's the other guy? You. Oh, yeah. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So, who was that? Pytho, Calica, yeah. You two, you three, you, no. Well, you're already going. Fuck. No, not you. Whoa, you. Fuck it. I want this place. I want it done. Just make it happen. Yes, body. Oh, the whole troop pretty much body ethereal. Except my elephants just caught lances. Okay, they still haven't routed. Okay, good. Good. Yep. Oh, the bonds of fire. Good. Good, good, good. Think we lost an elephant. I will accept that price. And now they're going to trample through the villains. Okay, it's alright. Yes, done. Took a long fucking time. We lost 1 elephant rider, 1 villain. But the elephants did do most of the work. Okay, good. Fucking grand. That was a good get. Alright, let's head back home, and then we'll do Kohnberg next. To finish our circle. Nice, I like that. Oh, the 2 elephants retreated and died. Fucking hell. Double line. Density. Go. We're gonna get Thaumaturgy 4 now. So I can do a little site searching. Yeah, I'll bid on this. Sure. And also get Fordo Boggets, Burgmeister Guards. You never know. Alright, we lost a villain. We lost 6 hoplites. No, 8 more villains. So really just 6 hoplites, but they did work. Elephant Riders, 21 kills. They didn't retreat, so I should still have them. And I do. Nice. They held strong. Should we watch this one? Because we like watching battles. I do like watching battles. It is... I mean, unless it goes horrible, then I don't like watching it. Oh, the villains. Oh. Heavy fucking calves, man. But body ethereal, so strong. Can't believe no elephants died. Again, like body ethereal. Saved the shit out of them. Also, can't believe I didn't lose my commander. Oh my god. Oh god, he's at 2 hit points. Oh, and then they routed. Oh, that was so close. That would have easily been a loss. Damn close. That was... I'm gonna count most of this as just fucking luck. That was nuts. Oh, man. But look at this. 30,000 population. With 1% growth every turn. They're gaining... What is that? 3,000? No. 300? 300. Still, it's a lot of growth. Even here, we're still growing 0.8. Okay, that was good. Now we get into some easier stuff. And still, again, pretty high fucking population. Let's build a fort on... it's got mountains. Yeah, mountains everywhere. Let's build a fort on Norfangs. Let's do it. We got Thaumaturgy 4, so that's good. So you should now be able to do... Oh no, I need the double earth guy for gnome lore. I also need earth gems to even do it. Oh, we did get this guy. Well, I have pearls, so... Yeah, so let's just do some alchemy. Get you some earth gems. And then you can do gnome lore as a monthly ritual. I don't have that many provinces to check, but... I mean, eventually it really pays for itself. And when I got, like, multiple dudes, different elements and stuff, different paths, all remote searching constantly. Like, you just get so many magic sites. It's amazing. God, look at how incredible our realm is. Oh, strong belief in our God. So strong. Order 3, productivity 2, growth 3, luck 2. Who wouldn't want to live in Arcoscephale at this moment in time? Good God. Also, we have a lot of fucking money, so... Let's get some militia, or some mercenaries. And we do have a lot more resources, so let's spend that. I think we'll stick with just 1 elephant per turn. But we could start... Yeah, heavy calves take so many resources. But... good to have some of those because we don't really have cavalry, so to speak. Look at that. Flawless. Elephants, 33 kills. Excelente. Alright. You are going to build a palisade here. The rest of you guys are going to go... No, you two are going to go back. You're going to build a lab here. You're going to go kill this. You're going to go kill this. And let the research continue to flow. I probably should actually build a scout. So... I don't really want to risk this guy actually going out and scouting. So let's get a scout. And after alteration 4, probably go with conjuration. Construction. Let's go construction. We'll go enchantment, a few conjuration. Yeah, we'll get it all. We'll get it all, baby. Ooh, bad luck on gnome lore. We do also have... Okay, so the... I always forget where the astral probing is. Probing of the ass. I think that's... No, it's not here. It's not under thaumaturgy. I know that every time now. I just never remember where it is. Doesn't make any sense to be under evocation. It's not under this. Is it under conjuration? No. Why can I never find it? You'd think at this point I would just have this memorized, but I don't. What the fuck? Arcane Pro. It is evocation. That's what always throws me off. I don't understand why it's an evocation spell. And it's evocation 3. You'd think it would be under thaumaturgy. Alright, that's just kind of more important. So we can get our astral pearls going. But we can get some fire gems going. So you can cast augury for a few months. No, I mean, we kind of want researchers back home where they have very high magic and inspired researcher. I also need a temple here to get the deer tribe shaman. I don't know if I'd really want it. Damn. Yeah, okay. Well, we should probably have a temple. I'm gonna have you go around. You go around and start building temples. And then a scout. Let's get you scouting. We're gonna have a lot of money. I should buy provincial defense. Nothing. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, these are all farmlands. They don't really have many magic sites. Okay, well, he didn't do too well. And they didn't do too well. The heavy calves, 44 kills. Heavy infantry, 21 kills. Sorry, guys. Well, shit. Didn't exactly find too many Earth sites, did we? Okay, stop making scouts. Okay. Here you go. Bernard's Brave Men. 50 pikeneers. That'll help. Make sure we get those guys. I didn't. And Nazca declared war on us already. Fuck, there's no magic sites anywhere! Yeah, they declare war if you build 2 spaces away, or like right next to them like that. If you build a palisade, I think. They just don't like it. That's annoying, because, it's happening. Whether you like it or not. They just have a big army. Big ass army. Alright, let's, we're gonna wait here. Can't believe he outbid me on it. He must have spent all his money on Bernard's brave men. It's not good. We got Axeros the Cabaride. Level 3 Nature Mage. 4 Recuperation, Healer 3, Inspirational, Reduce Unrest. Interesting. Reduce Unrest 5. Well, we could kickstart Blood with that kind of unrest reduction and this high of order and dominion. Wouldn't be bad to do so. But, you know, you have to Blood Hunt, which is basically a 10% chance with no blood, until you get enough blood slaves to empower someone in blood, which is 50. So it takes a very long time. Takes a very long time. And what are the benefits of blood? Well, there are a lot of good items you can make with blood. And there's also Bone Fiends, which are pretty good, especially with our Undead Command. But that's only our Sacred Commanders, right? Yeah. So these priests have Undead Command. That's about it. But still, something. But then Bone Fiends, you'd also have to have Death. I don't know if it's really worth going into blood at all. I mean, you can. It is a thing you can do with theoretically any nation, is you can get into a little bit of blood. But whether that's worth it to you, hard to say. He can, however, forge Thistle Whips at Construction 5. And then all these priests become Nature 2, which is kind of nice, because they can cast some better nature shit. I think what we want to do, though, pretty quickly, for combat purposes, is get our summons online. Because summoning fire elementals is pretty strong. It is 3 fire, which is difficult for me. But fire gems, you can always bump up 1. Oh, look at this. So this is from that mod. So temporary blood slaves. That's pretty awesome. temporary astral gem and bless automatically on sacred units, but it causes disease. But this elemental apprentice, fire 2, and you get 2 temporary fire gems, and it launches a flame bolt at the start of combat just for fun. So can they use the temporary fire gem to empower like their path so they can cast fire elemental? And will they do that? I don't know. So like, yeah, see here, I mean, it's not. So they'd get tainted. It costs 5 blood slaves, but research +3 for an easy research item. But I think we have... Do we have air? I don't think we have access to air, unfortunately. No, none of our guys do. That would have to be the shaman with a 10% chance in air. Nazca, why do you do this to me? So we're really getting pretty boned on gems. Because this is all just farmland. But I think we want to make another commander now. Let's grab a Strategos. Nothing. I gotta start taking some of this other shit. It's so much plains and river. I mean, there's so few magic sites in this entire region. But there is some mountains here. There's wastes, which is good. Many more magic sites for there. Forest has more magic sites. So we want to conquer this whole area, which is what the Strategos is for. Okay. And we're going to send him some mages. So I do have quickness now, too. So Pitho can go. And Celipos. And Euripides. They will all go. And here we have East. We can't even cross any of this shit. It's all water. Fuck. What sort of shitty scout are you? You can't even cross a river. He's trying to break into the underground and failing because he's attacking with 2 fucking swans. What? Why are these a creature? What the hell? Thought I didn't... Whatever. Back to this. 2 thrones are down here in the underground. And we have one right next to Nazca, and we're going to try to just eliminate Nazca, because he didn't even want to try friendship. And then there's one in the Sea of Plenty, which is probably the worst one, because I don't have any aquatic units. So we're hoping to find maybe a different one in this area. I don't like how many forts Nazca already has. It's annoying. Well, that's a lot more. I only have 21 heavy cav. Okay, we're gonna... Yeah, but he can't do fucking lines. That's iffy. These are all flyers, too. Fuck. Why don't you do that? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like they're going to fly in. The heavy cabs will just immediately divert, and we'll see what happens. But, yeah. Do I remember liking the scorpion beasts? They seem a bit too cheap to be actually good. Okay, let's see. Double line. Horse. Hold an attack. Elephant riders down here somewhere. Hold an attack. Right, closest. Although they're gonna have quickness on them now, so that's questionable. Cast Body Ethereal a couple times. And then Paralyze. One person. Armor negating Paralyze. See, at these stages, I feel like that's just better than like trying to go for Starfires. I guess. I mean, it's just 3 effects. Fast cast, pretty precise, good range, and 5+ armor negating damage. So 6 armor negating damage for... Oh no, it would be 5. No, it would be 6. So I don't know. Let's give that a try. We'll see how many kills he gets. And then you are Starfires. Oh, is that the guy I just... This guy I just did? Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, get quickness on him. Although that's only going to affect 1 elephant. That's tricky, man. 1 elephant. Would I rather have a quickness or multiple? Maybe I'd rather just do Body Ethereal then. Quickness is not much of an AoE buff at that stage. Then you could do some Acid Spray. No, Geyser. Geyser's an option. Acid Bolt is an option for sure. Magma Bolts is definitely an option. It's pretty powerful. Alright, we'll have them compete. Magma Bolts versus Starfires. We'll see how it goes. Feel like there's going to be some death this turn. Also, you should definitely start making units. Okay. All right, let's watch this one with the couple mages doing some work. Look at my field of hoplites. It's beautiful. Body ethereal, body ethereal, hoplite mass, hoplite mass, spells being cast, elephants rampaging, 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 trample, 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 trample. Okay, I'm not seeing any elephants route. Okay, that's good, I think. Let's look. We did lose one elephant. We lost 5 hoplites, but there was 10 heavy cav in there. Now you'll notice, the enemy only got 2 kills, and we lost 6 units. So, Also, I wasn't really paying attention, but our mage has only got 3 kills. Well, I feel like the elephants probably trampled something. I don't know. It's all around acceptable, I would say. And then here, we lost. We lost 17 heavy cavalry, 12 hoplites. They did get a lot of kills, though. And it wasn't like friendly fire or anything. I just killed a lot, but they routed a lot. They lost more than I did, but we got routed. Damn. What the hell? Okay, I mean, I guess I want to look. I assume the flyers came in and that was immediately the problem. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, that is a fucking problem. And that's where most of our kills came from. Just shredding their flyers. But, yeah, they're just a little too rough, unfortunately. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, we won, so happy enough with that. But Nazca is going to be a thorn in the side, for sure. Let me go ahead before we fuck up too much shit. Let's bump up all PD to 16. Since I have so much money. Actually, I could go way higher than that, but mucho money, yo. Okay. I wonder if you're not better spent. Well, yeah, we do want more mages. She should be doing that. So can you cast some nice buffs yet? So you can do summon earth power to get up to 3 earth. And then he can do... you can do temper armor, which is pretty good. Area effect 5. So we can just do that twice on the hoplites. That's pretty big. And then earth melds. Yeah, no, okay. No, Yeah, temper armor twice, then earth power, and then earth melds. Yeah, I feel like we probably win with just that. Although it's a pretty small army. Alright. I gotta keep the pressure on. And here we need to... Why do you not have orders? Shit. Yeah, 2 earth is really pretty good. I mean, earth boots can get anybody up to 2 earth. Or any of these guys have 1. You can't cast earth power, so I guess you're just casting body ethereal a couple times, and then magma bolts, I suppose. Okay, there's another throne there. So go underground, get the 2 there, do these 2, and job done, right? Simple as that. Simple as that. After enchantment 4, probably construction 5, and then conjuration 5. Yeah, 21 protection is pretty good. Magma bolts. Boom, get magma'd on. Enjoy your magma. Earth meld. Get melded on. More magma bolts. Get trampled on. Oh, look at this stupid asshole. Combat speed 2. Boom. Don't trample the mage on your way out, please. Alright, we lost 2 elephants. They did get the majority of the kills. And 1 hoplite. Again, I'll gladly spend 200 gold to take a province at this stage. I mean, gladly. So, and to fuck over Nazca. It's all good. Alright, then the Battle of High Peaks. With my massive platoon. I hope at least you're buffing. Okay, he's buffing the front ones. That's good. Problem is the elephants are kind of just getting right in the mix of it. And then the barbarian. Okay, good. That could have been bad. Lost 1 elephant, 1 hoplite. Acceptable. Good. Good. Well, Nazca certainly has spread out, hasn't he? Why didn't I bring Sestos with me? Okay. Just take Star Peaks at this point. It's always nice to have just 100 barbarians when you suddenly want them. I think someone could start probing again. Getting some more provinces now and some nice areas. Salt Plains should have some good stuff in it. So maybe we should do... Let's see. Let's get some more fire gems, some more water earth gems. You are going to cast Gnome Lore on the Salt Plains. You're going to cast Augury on the Salt Plain. I want to know everything about the Salt Plains. There should be a lot there. Also bid on another mercenary group. Good. Research going good. Okay. Gnome Lore. Nothing in Earth. Nothing. No. Oh my god. What the fuck? We lost 2 hoplites. And they killed 55 units. So, pretty good. 1 more elephant, 1 hoplite. Fine. Battle affliction cured, and we got Dante's stingers. Fucking Nazca, man. Just swept through here, no problem. Took everything, and I gotta now clear all this bullshit out. Need another fucking army, I guess. I have another army. And yeah, you're gonna get 2 of my shittiest mages to go with you. This dude ended up with 4 Astral. These. Enops. Shit, man. You are really quite useless, but at least you can cast Starfires now. I don't think Enop is going to do much better, so sure. Oh, I sent... Hold on. Hold on. Okay, why are you moving? You were casting Augury, from what I understand. I need you to move. Okay. Alright. Fine. Yeah, I probably should go for the fort. I agree. Since we're not going to go straight for Nazca, right? Gotta whittle him down. Fucking Nazca. I'm down to 24 troops here. It's not much. Let's keep our PD up, though. Don't let him take any of our stuff easily. And here we go. We got money. Let's take advantage of that. I have yet to find a single magic site. I mean, I just want to put that out there in the world. Lost a fucking elephant to Nazca PD. There's a battle in Onremark against the mercenaries. Died. And Vena against PD. Didn't really suffer that many losses. It's not going well. They're right outside the gates, actually. What the fuck? 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 I don't have any gems, man. I haven't found any magic set. This is terrible. I don't have any gems, so I can't really forge shit to get temporary gems in battle. I mean, not really. Can't really do much probing. And I'm losing a lot of provinces anyways, so it's pretty bad. You might say it's pretty bad. Is this going to be my first loss? It's because of those new AI mods that I put in. So now he's got his armies just full of all good units, and I can't handle it. I mean, it's such a rough start. Yeah, okay, we won an honor mark, but that's because he fucking left honor mark. And probably went here. So now he's got 153 units here. And he's got his... What, his pretender? My god, he is just fucking unchecked. He goes everywhere. He takes everything. All these provinces I thought were really tough to handle. He's just sweeping. And we gotta play Nazca next time, because clearly, pretty damn powerful, I would say. Alright, well, let's take some more mages with us. Yeah, fuck it. I just want body ethereal on everything. That's all I want. Just give me that and I'll be happy. Okay, good. Various... Wow, 3 battles in the same spot in one turn. So they attacked the independents, then they got attacked, and then they got... So all 3 factions were like, yes, we want this Watronia place. So And then Abyssia attacked Manarus and won. And then Pythium attacked Abyssia but was defeated. Oof. Yeah, hard to beat Abyssia. That's a damn good faction, man. Alright, I'm going to leave that, hopefully, for East to deal with. Oh, God. 200. How? How is this possible? 280. I mean, I guess if he's got human warriors, I assume that's a really shitty unit. So if I had just gone for slingers, yeah, I'd probably have a few hundred slingers. Maybe that's just better. Maybe just having a few hundred slingers, but you gotta have leadership for all that. It's just, I don't know. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're so fucked. Okay, we lost 3 mages in a battle against fucking 76 units. So, again, I assume these flyers just swooped in on our mages and killed them. We somehow lost 6 hoplites against 15 units. Which means there was a couple friendly fires in there. Oh, he's got a Dracolich. That's his pretender. So there's also that. And he's got 355 units roaming around, stomping. Yeah, I think I lose. I think this is a resignation. I can't beat Nazca. That's insane. I had such a slow, rough start getting started. I've gotten no gems. This is the most just... This is like a peacetime region. If I was living in an age of peacetime and we were all buddies, it'd be like, yes, come to my utopia. We have nothing but farmlands as far as the eye can see. But in a time of war, this is fucking garbage. Like, yes, I have obscene amounts of money. And if I could just buy endless amount of troops with nothing but money, it would be great. But it doesn't work like that. Unless I switch over to just slingers. But even then, I mean... I guess. I mean, I could just field... But I have to have commanders for all these. My god, you can get a lot of fucking slingers. There you go, you can get 5 at a time. So that's how many slingers I could get per turn. I don't even know how many that is. But we'd probably have to recruit this every turn along with it. Okay, so we can do that. $26 heavy cab there. I've bid on these guys like every time. Never gotten them. Okay, got Barm. Certainly lost that. 167. Got that one. Got that one. But then his big army obviously sweeping through whatever it wants. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we have a lot of fucking slingers now. 166 slingers per turn. They're fucking terrible. But maybe with 500 of them all slinging at once, something could happen. Anything is possible. He's also got, like, dispossessed spirits for some reason. What? These different heavy kit? No. Okay, that was weird. I still didn't get these guys. Pythium is just throwing insane amount of money at these dudes. For reasons I can't quite fathom. Maybe they're really good. Or maybe the AI doesn't know what it's doing with its money, but Nazca does. I have yet to find a single magic site. This game's fucking cursed. Well, they got decimated, so that's good. Total... Yeah, total wipe there. Yep. Okay, Vena. Yeah, now I will say the income is gonna add up. Every slinger is like 0.5 gold per turn. So, you know, that adds up, but they'll probably die in mass, so, you know, evens out. See how they do. We can at least end on seeing hundreds of slingers slinging that shit. Fucking Dracolich. No magic sites ever. Might not be any in this world. Pythium won the arena, of course. I feel like these guys just spent a lot of money on mercenaries. They really highly value mercenaries. And also they just have a lot of money. Okay. Yes, but we just want to see this happen. Where did he move that mat? God, he's dodging my slingers. It's alright, I got more slingers. What you know about slingers? No new magic sites. Oh, interesting. Persephone's arrived. Yep. There goes another army. Pretty hard to compete with the fucking Draco Lich. Actually, I'm curious to see his blessing on this, because now this is like the new and improved Pretenders. So he's got 6 death. He brought in death gems. He's got invulnerability 10. So he's bumped up to invulnerable 20. Got fear 15. Pierce resistance. Just plague breath, of course. Yeah, we're not beating that guy. It's also casting. He's just casting raised skeleton. Nope, now he went in. Spamming plague breath. Basically impossible for me to hurt. Yeah, 0 points of damage. Fear aura everywhere. Oh my god. Maybe I have to bump this back down to normal A now. Normal AI now. With these new mods. Jesus. Now East is attacking me too. Just want to see the slingers do something. Here. Here we go. We'll have them attack the throne. At this point, just whatever. Whatever. I'm giving up on this game. It's brutal. Brutal. Not good enough. Okay, yeah, we lost. But the slingers did get 158 kills. I feel like the druids here, archdruids, spamming summons, because they lost 260. Oh, no, there was a lot of deer. Yeah, okay, no, there's a lot of deer, a lot of boars. We got a lot of kills. We didn't really lose that many, but yeah, I got routed. So there's that. You want to see the slingers? Look at this. Sling, 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 sling. That's a lot of slings. Of course, they have absolute garbage morale. 3. Fucking 3 morale. That's an insane amount of slings. Yeah. Not really viable when they have 3. Okay, here. I want to see this, though. This is all I want to see. Let it happen. It's going to be a bloodbath. Like, you imagine all the... like, how much we're hurting each other when that happens. Like, yeah, just insane. Okay. Yeah, so this was an abject failure, I would say. And we are going to lose the game. I think, hold on, let me just check something. I was watching a middle-aged tier list video, and I believe, yes, okay, yes, yeah, he ranked Nazca Middle Ages as the #1, the strongest, most powerful nation in the Middle Ages. Granted, it was for Dominions 5, but it doesn't... I mean, how much do we really think they got nerfed? Might be the most powerful late game nation in the game. And there weren't really any large changes for Dominion 6, so yeah, pretty obscene. Well, we may have to try Nazca next time so we can get a taste of that. But also just the fact that I had such a brutal start and I couldn't expand because there was just so much. There was pure heavy cavalry and I had no awake expander. And that's why the guide suggested, of course, going with an awake expander. It was the first line, the first sentence of the guide was to go with an awake expander because we're vulnerable early on. Yeah, some mistakes were made. But that's experience. Now I know. And it's not like I really am trashing on MA Arcoscephale. Because we did do early age Arco, and I think that was decently fun and alright. But it was just like a combination of factors here that all went wrong. So there we go. That's how I can go. But yeah, okay. Well, then, yeah, next time we may have to give the Kingdom of the Sun a look. With all their flying units. Yeah, I don't know. Could be pretty damn good. And I do like that sort of aesthetic. It's kind of cool Incan aesthetic. I think it's pretty sweet. Cool flying units. You know, things like that. We might give Nazca a try next time. It's hard for me to kind of evaluate those additional mods. We didn't even get to the gem generation. The oh my gods. I mean, that Dracolich seemed pretty capable, I gotta say. Kind of scary. Probably more scary than anything I usually have. So I wish I could take some of these nice pretenders. No, it's fine. And then the AI no recruit, you'll notice they did have just mostly their own faction shit, which is generally going to be more powerful. So I think that was a contributing factor. So maybe next time we may have to bump it down to normal. And if normal is like, oh wow, that was really easy or something, then okay, back to difficult. But with that and the oh my gods, AI becomes quite a bit more competitive. But all right. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. We don't lose that often, so it's okay to actually lose once in a while. So that AI can still be a challenge, and we're not just like, yep, another easy victory, Monolith dropping on the thrones and win. It's all right. My name is Mangg. This has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.